is
a new
gangsta.
baby.
Don't you do that.
You know why I'm doing that.
If you would have bought me a coffee, maybe I would have had my headphones on.
Okay.
Okay.
Totally live on Facebook.
I think we're all in the same group chat, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We're really
Can you turn my microphone down? Because I'm coming in hot.
Yeah, can you set back?
Okay. I'm coming in hot. There you go.
Now he got the headphones on. Now he know he
I'm
coming in hot. Now he does.
Hey, I'm coming in hot. That's it right there. That's all we need.
That's all we middle need. Child. That's baby boy energy right there. That ain't middle child energy there.
First of all, he in the group chat.
Okay.
I don't drink coffee no more.
No. But then you're gonna.
I'm staying away from the caffeine unless it's premium caffeine coffee roast from Urban Drinkery. Go talk to Sandra. This is
the family conversation. Good morning, America.
This is the head black coffee shop in the city of St. Petersburg, Urban Drinkery. Yeah. If you don't know, now you know.
Now you know. It's May 22nd, man.
I don't know where that came from.
In other news.
Because McDonald's called themselves premium coffee, but you couldn't go there.
No, I'm talking about the black premier coffee shop, not the.
Now he learned how to read them faces, and he know he had to messed up. That's all that was. And so to cover the mess up was the deflect. See, if you would have bought me some coffee.
That you didn't ask for,
but you ain't even drinking no more.
Don't worry about it. I'm going to Urban Drinkery to get my.
That I don't drink no more, but I'm healthy. You're doing healthy stuff, man. Yeah. Oh man, it's good energy, man. Great meeting last night, Charles Park Neighborhood Association.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you what meeting you talking about.
Yeah, Charles Park Neighborhood Association. We had a good time last night.
Yes, on big shots out neighborhood. Yes, I was facilitating the meeting. But no, you can go on Charles Park Neighborhood Association on Facebook and watch the meeting. It was an amazing meeting. A vibrant, energetic crowd. Big shouts out to all the new neighborhood members that came and all the tried and true, the people who always come. We got a lot going on in the neighborhood.
Social media organizing, they used to. They don't say it as much no more. That Facebook and social media organizing don't work. But it was a lady who was there, she said, because she saw it on Facebook.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And really, for me,
she was an older lady too. And I'm like, wow, okay.
And say she been there 2 years right across the road. Ain't really, you know what I'm saying, got the vibe. Now she getting the vibe. Yeah. And that's what we here for. Yeah. We here to put it in the streets, man, put it in the road. So if you want to get involved, join your local neighborhood association. If you don't, you don't even have to be a neighbor to come to Child's Park and join and be a part of ours. Right. You can be a caring citizen, somebody who cares. And we can help you learn how to organize because we got a lot of organizing going on in Child's Park.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. And then
yes, Lord.
Yes, Lord. May 25th. Is Mitchum on the move gonna call us today?
I don't know.
Okay. Hey, Mitchum, hit the bat line.
Because I got some dates here and I don't want to be redundant, but May 25th, that's actually this weekend. It's a couple things happening. It's the Fusion 49th Street cleanup. And so y'all know we've been working on 49th
this
Street.
Saturday.
Thank you very much. May 25th sounds like a long time away.
Yes. It's 3 days away.
It's a holiday weekend.
It is.
We turning up this weekend.
So this Saturday, Fusion 49th Street, we doing a neighborhood cleanup, a corridor cleanup, and we asking you to come out. Trolley Market Square, that's where that big Gulfport sign is. You know what the trolley is on 18th and 49th. So we'll be meeting there. Shout out to Keith Pinellas Beautiful, City of St. Pete, City of Gulfport, and the organizers and core team of Fusion 49th Street. So yeah, that cleanup is this Saturday. And the Child's Park Neighborhood Wellness Walk, they actually will be joining the cleanup. They're going to meet, instead of meeting at the rec center, they'll be meeting at the Trolley Market Square and participating in the cleanup as well. So y'all make sure that y'all come over for that. And then on June 3rd is the General Fusion 49th Street meeting. So we definitely looking for stakeholders, business owners, and those who have an interest in the corridor to come out and participate. And we'll do some of these other announcements maybe a little bit later in the program. But yeah, a lot of good stuff happening, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. This weekend, also speaking of this weekend, Neighborhood Home Solutions, we're gonna have a meeting for the home preservation class.
Okay.
So if you are a homeowner and you're interested in home preservation and preserving your home into the future, you also can get a $50 free gift card for attendance. Reach out to me at 727-320-6264. That's 727-320-6264. And that's the home preservation class. Reach out. It's this Saturday, 10 a.m. and we'll hand out the Zoom information and the addresses. So just give me a call.
Right on.
So y'all got any plans for Memorial Day?
Nope.
That's Monday, right?
We'll be here.
That's Monday?
I was thinking about that. I was actually thinking about, I'm going to tell you the truth. So I was thinking maybe we can have a meeting.
To not come.
No, a meeting after the show on Monday is what I thought about.
Because, and really, Monday is...
These like off-air production notes. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking about, okay, look, we ain't got to work Monday, so maybe we can have a
I got to work on Monday, but...
team meeting.
And Monday going to be a official relaunch of the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. We're coming, y'all.
Why would you just say that?
Because that's how you do it. You tune in. We're coming, y'all. It's going to be different. It's going to be new. It's going to be fresh. It's going to be entertaining, and it's going to be exciting.
I'm kind of with Keanu on this one.
I had to make the commitment on air. The relaunch.
I'm with Keanu.
Monday. Why y'all just looking crazy today?
Because everybody knows that you're the middle child. And you just got to say something.
I'm come on now. He really just said that right there.
He really did.
Yes.
He's the only one that said
it. You heard it there first, not here. You heard it there.
We had a plan, y'all.
Man, we had a conversation.
We had a plan.
There's a difference between a plan and a conversation, my man.
Y'all don't know the difference in planning.
We had a conversation.
It became the plan in my mind.
Okay, I hear that. But yeah.
he got to be the first to jump out. He got to be.
If you don't know what I know. He's the new gangster, baby.
That was my line.
Hey. We never really said it was anybody's line in particular, but yeah.
Ain't nobody coming here to see you.
In other news,
but we love you though.
In other news,
just know that you are loved, my brother, and appreciated. You are loved and appreciated.
See y'all this Monday. Tune in, lock in, and be ready for the new launch.
We got a Friday show.
I know,
but you know what is coming up? Okay, so First Friday is coming up. So
seems like these First Fridays keep coming. They First Friday, and they come in quick, man.
First Friday, second Saturday is coming up. We're gonna do
the concert series. Yeah,
man, this city is really becoming the city we dreamed of.
Yeah,
Just think about it. Remember when people used to be like, "Boy, I wish we could." And boy, I wish. Remember all those statements? We still need it. We still trying to get that skating ring / bowling alley. But it's not a here under there. It's not a here under there.
It's in my recommendations.
It's not a here nor there.
Yeah.
But it's in the recommendation.
It's not here or there yet. But
that has been a dream for a long time.
It has been.
But I think
it's been a conversation.
I think it's been a conversation. I don't think that is the crux, because I think it's romanticism. Because we remembering what we had and when we used to go here and do that.
But look, let me tell you why. It's because we look at all the places where it could have been. Now it's just expensive condos and apartments that nobody can't afford. When we could have actually
had a skating ring somewhere
it could have benefited the community
with an apartment on top.
Yeah.
Take the elevator to your condo.
That's
what they're gonna do.
A lot of the storage space and storage facilities,
take an elevator to your storage container.
Yeah.
Hey, did y'all know the reason you're seeing so many storage containers is because what they do, storage containers and car washes, all these automatic car washes. What they do is they
finding us on Facebook.
Oh,
I see it. It ain't you. It's me.
Okay. But the reason you see all these storage places because what they do is count the apartments and the condominiums.
Okay.
And what they factor in is that these people don't have enough room for all their stuff. So if for every X number of thousand,
that condo is somebody who's downsizing from a house.
It's not even that, because what they feel is, no matter the circumstances, that you don't have enough room for the stuff you have.
You can't afford it, so people are moving in together. So then now you have to downsize. You have 2 apartments now going into 1 apartment.
Okay. That's one mix. And people living in the storage container. So we ain't gonna even go there today.
But you can't live in the storage container.
Man, you going crazy.
I
know people.
At this point, you can live anywhere.
I know people was living in storage containers 10 years ago. It ain't got nothing to do with what's going on now. But that's another story. But all I'm saying is the reason we're seeing all these self-storage and storage containers is because of the number of condos and apartment complexes. And so for every 1,000, they figure they need 10 storage units. So for every 1,000, X amount of apartments and condos, they need X amount of storage containers and storage units. And so that same those same investors or those same type of investors also say, okay, that's that many cars that's in that area as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to put a car wash, or automatic car wash, so we don't have to pay a whole bunch of employees. We do. It's 7 of them that's on the payroll, but they're going to wash 1,000 cars a day.
Mm-hmm.
And them car washers, they said with that, the reason they building so many is because they have memberships. And so they sell memberships.
Yes.
And you want to be able to get your car washed anywhere at any time with your membership.
But that's
so
it's cap.
Yeah.
Because it's all different
model.
Yeah, it's all different. But I'm glad you say that. Membership is a part of all business models. So what we want to do, even here at the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, is have sustaining members, someone who pays a subscription and that keeps paying. And listen, that's the business.
Kiana tried to keep it together. I did. Kiana made me laugh. Kiana made me laugh.
Listen, Kiana, that's the business model. Listen.
Good morning.
Oh my God.
Right, I'm done. I'm gonna go sit in the corner. I'm done for the day.
It is a business model.
It is.
But I don't know if it's a part of every business. They
want to work it into everything. Think about it. Look at everything they paying for subscription.
It's a lot of people.
Thank you. It is. It's a very successful business model.
It is.
And that's why the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, we will have a sustaining member model. So you can give us $10 a day, $20 a week, $40 a month.
We got somebody that want to do it right now. Where they send it?
They send it.
Thank you. Come on, man.
We working on it. We working on it. We working on it. We got a couple checks we need to cash. We working on it. Just send it.
It's what's on your mind when
it is.
So okay,
what's on your mind,
It's really rude when you walk in somewhere and then you speak to somebody and they don't speak back.
That's what's on your mind. Are you speaking from recent personal experience, or is this something in general?
Real recent.
You walk in
just nice
and say hello, and nobody don't say nothing back. Yeah.
So,
is that's part of that Southern hospitality?
I guess.
Maybe they ain't from the South. Huh?
And I'm glad y'all talking about this. This is like the stars and the moon. So what I noticed, St. Pete, we are a very Southern hospitality place. When I was growing up, you would speak to people, hey, hi, what up? Even the thugs, the goons, they'll be mean mugging, but then they'll throw their head up.
That's speaking, yeah.
Yeah, that's speaking.
Yeah.
And it's like, what's up?
What up?
What up? And don't even say nothing to each other. Because we were so, and we still is kind of, a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of going away. But I remember always speaking to people in the store, hey, baby, hi, hey. And now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What happened?
When you're in proximity, it's like a certain proximity that you just.
But some certain places they don't speak, no matter the proximity.
You want me to tell
walk right by you and just bloop. Yeah.
Even so,
like you're not even there. Yeah.
I think so even if there's people in the room that I don't want to speak to.
Yeah.
Right. If I scan the room, I walk in there, I see people, I just do a blanket, hey y'all. So nobody can't be like,
they ain't speak to me.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I gave a hey
y'all,
and keep it moving.
But you got me when you said even if it's people I don't want to speak to.
Yeah,
because I can't think of nobody who I wouldn't want to speak to.
I can't.
I don't
like it's people I don't want to talk to, but I speak to everybody.
Same thing.
Yeah. I talk
agree,
to you,
though.
but you know what I mean. Like I speak, but I ain't got no problem speaking because that's just common courtesy.
Right.
But not having conversations and like talking to you, it's people who I don't want to talk to.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to.
I ain't never had nobody who I didn't want to speak to. I just
once you speak to them, don't they sometimes go into a conversation?
It do.
So I don't even want to start.
But I've learned how to navigate that though.
And I have too.
Yeah.
Hey,
okay. That's how you navigate that. Because there'd be places like in the grocery store where I don't want to talk to people. I just want to get in and get my stuff.
That's
so
where
you know
we want to talk.
When I don't want to talk to people.
But I still speak.
So when I don't want to talk to people.
And you in the grocery store.
I put my head down
and pull out your phone.
Oh no, Kiana, you one of them.
Hey, you be walking.
Kiana, you one of them.
You walk with the phone.
See, I done seen you, not you, but people like that. And I be like, come on, man, you tripping? Like I know you see me, and I see you, and you see me, and and it's like,
no.
I don't want to talk either. I don't want to, but at least you ain't got to act like you don't see me.
Sometimes but all jokes aside, sometimes I don't see people, right?
I do. I'm like that too sometimes.
But then there's some people that like
you just don't see. Yeah, you just put your head down and keep going. I wish y'all could see. Can y'all see in the camera? Y'all got to see how you did that in the camera. My God. Oh my goodness. Because I do see people, and it's like, yeah, it's one thing. Like, okay, maybe you turned the corner and you ain't see me, but yeah.
But because it's something like
Kiana, that don't classify as funny acting. Is that funny acting? This what's on your mind Wednesday. What is funny acting? Is that funny acting?
Okay, so
that is funny
acting.
That
sounds funny acting to me.
No, because you can't prove it.
But I know, and you know.
No.
You know you acting funny.
You know you was acting funny. You know you saw me.
I'm like, Whitney,
and
show me receipts.
I know you saw me.
Yeah.
How you know? How you know?
How you know I saw you? Because I just know how you see
I didn't
me.
recognize you.
Dang, Kiana.
Did we speak?
I love you for that though, because you like keeping it all the way above. Because I see it happen a lot, and I'll be like, man, they tripping. Like, I know they see me down. Like, the same way that you don't want to engage, I really don't either. But just the common courtesy is like, you know what? If I see you, man, I'm just trying to get in here and get on out. And you know what I mean?
So again, if I put my head down, right, and if you speak, I'm not gonna speak.
Okay.
I'm gonna speep.
Yeah.
And keep it moving.
Yeah.
But if you don't speak and I don't speak,
mission accomplished.
You can't prove that I saw
Mr.
you.
Mr. Edmund, is that funny acting? Come on, help me.
I think funny acting.
What is funny acting?
It's a lot of funny acting. It's a lot of funny acting people.
Yeah.
And I think I got like a force field. Cause I can't tell when you're acting funny. It just goes over my head. Somebody has to come back and say, "Hey man, that was acting funny."
I'm like that too.
Hey man, you hear what they said?
A lot of that stuff has
they was acting funny. I was like, oh.
But you know what?
It have to be pointed
I'm not
out to me.
studying them people.
Yeah.
No, but you know
I don't be invested enough.
But I'm sometimes invested too much because like
I'm too invested.
No, it's because I rethink things over and I be like, oh, I hope they didn't think.
Yeah, that was acting funny.
Or you be like, oh, I know she didn't.
No,
I know she. What did she tell me?
Which side of the funny acting you be on? You be on the like. I don't think
the petty side.
Think that
she be on the petty side.
On the petty side.
She on the petty side of acting funny.
No. So you know, like an incident happened when we were all out, but I was so busy, worried.
Yeah.
About what was going on that like I wasn't my natural self. And so what happens is I went back and I told I saw the person and I was like, hey, I don't want you to think. And I was like,
I've been like that too, though.
Because I'm naturally I'm just a friendly person.
Yeah, I'm like that too.
And then when you're not friendly, it's something wrong.
And then some people may think it's something wrong, especially if I see you all the time. Every time you see me, I embrace you. But today I'm like really standoffish.
Yeah. Because you're in your mode. Like, yeah,
right.
you in superhero, like save the day mode.
And so I will sometimes go back and just let you know it's like it wasn't nothing.
Yeah, I got hit with that last night where, I walked into the neighborhood association meeting. It's been a couple months since I've been there. So like people happy to see me, but I'm trying not to be disruptive.
Right.
And so I'm moving. But then shouted people like, I know you ain't finna just walk right by me. And it's like, oh, I really didn't see you over there. Like I saw you, but I'm like trying to move. And so like, but she pulled my coat though. She wasn't finna let me slide.
And see, I like it like that.
You know what I mean? Like, I know you ain't finna just walk. And I'm like, oh no, I ain't finna, you right. I'm not finna just walk by you now that I see you, but I didn't really see you.
That's why I say tell me on the spot, because sometimes I am oblivious to.
And some people don't know, but I will.
I'm trying to think if I ever put my head down and looked at my phone and avoid.
Yep.
I haven't did it to avoid people, but I have. I have decided not to go places.
Yeah, I've been doing
because I know.
Yeah.
The people, and it's not because of them acting funny. Because you can do whatever you want, but I don't have to subject myself to it.
I've been doing that a lot.
You get what I'm saying?
I've been doing that a lot.
Like say low key and Buster Free. That was what they used to stay on the block.
Low key and Buster Free.
And it's all right.
Yeah.
Let that move on past.
I've been doing that a lot because it's like we talk about giving people the benefit of the doubt, but then after all of the doubt has been removed, it's like I know that I know too much about what this is for me to put myself in this situation.
Why subject myself?
I'm not going to continue to put myself. Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, I don't have to be there.
You got it, boo.
Yeah, I know I was invited, but not welcome. You know what I'm saying?
Always.
Yeah,
invited and not welcome.
Yeah,
right.
So it's like, you know what? I'm good on that.
Like,
yeah.
I know you don't want me there.
No compulsion. Like I'm not compelled to go, not compelled to move.
But they were compelled to invite you. See?
Yeah, that's the thing.
They were compelled to invite you.
And then when you show up, now it's like,
what you doing?
They acting funny.
Don't invite me. If you don't want me,
listen, I went to a meeting, and I'm not gonna say what meeting this was. Right? It was a meeting that I wasn't invited to.
Okay.
Right? And boy, they was acting funny.
Yes,
they was looking funny when I walked through the door. And they wonder how I got past security, because I know security.
Yeah.
Security know me.
Because you do stuff.
Yeah, security. Oh,
when you do stuff.
Oh, you here for that? Go on right in.
Go ahead, man. They right around the corner.
Listen, when I busted, that's how it was. When I busted the door, they was like,
who let him in?
They're gonna be standing right there.
You go check on that security guard.
No.
You know what happened?
They might need to see if that security guard still got his job.
When you walked in, they said, "Oh, Plan B."
I caught him in the middle of that. They ain't switching though.
Yeah.
They ain't switching. They stuck. But they made sure they announced that I was there.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
That means everybody that what you was about to say, don't say it, because he here. Right? That we letting you know he here, so don't say it. Wait. Mr. Evan in the building. Y'all, so everybody's like, oh. Okay.
Listen, they announced me like elected official. You know how elected officials get announced?
Yeah.
Oh, we have an elected official in the building.
Right.
When I walked in, oh, Mr. Evan, here's Mr.
Yeah, that means y'all try to tighten up.
You ever been in mid-conversation and then somebody walk in and they,
and you switch it up.
You see them switch the conversation.
I think I done did that.
Yeah.
I done did that.
I done seen them switch it.
Your kids graduate.
No, they do what you just said. It's usually these two words. These the two words that you know something up. But yeah, man. But yeah. When they see you coming. But yeah. That's the indicator right there.
And they whole body language change.
But yeah, so yeah.
Damn. Yes.
If it wasn't for these meddling kids.
Okay, so what's else on my mind? I want to say thank you to a few people. I'm not even going to say their name, but I'm going to say thank you. You know, we always talk about people giving you your flowers while you're still here. Yeah. And I came across somebody this weekend, and really, like, something happened like 17 years ago.
Oh, wow.
I never thought the impact that I had on them.
Yeah.
And the way that they shared their appreciation, just saying, like, I want you to win. Like, at my lowest, you was there. And no judgment, no nothing. You was just a genuine friend.
Yeah.
And, you know, coming, and they was like, whatever you need, I got you. Like, and I never even thought this.
Yeah.
But, and it just came out of the blue. So,
them the best ones, though.
Right. I was like in tears. And then I go on Facebook and I see somebody who I haven't seen in years, like Rodan was like, you don't come across genuine people. And this is stuff that's not prompted. It's just like boom, 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 boom. So I'm going to say, if you think of somebody who's done something great for you.
Right on.
And they had to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even if they had to and they chose to, and you appreciated they made some kind of ending in your life that you can think back and it was an imprint. Yeah. It's okay to just give them their flowers.
That's right. Say thank you, man. Yeah. It's absolutely positively okay to let people know that
appreciation is
everything.
Yes, and it's underappreciated.
Right.
People don't appreciate how much appreciation helps.
Oh,
people don't appreciate how much appreciation helps. That's true.
That is true.
Yeah. That's a Mr. Edmondism.
Yeah, I like
it. I had another nism that we did. We had to find out. I had to confess. That's me, Brother John. He sounded like he was gonna look it up. I said, no, Brother John. I just made that up.
He used the term placement facts.
So placement fact is?
So he was talking about the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef, right? And I was saying how Kendrick Lamar is breaking all of these records, right? And I got him here, right? And he said, "What records?" so So I started naming. He was like, "Them just placement facts. Them ain't real facts." And I'm like, "Okay, well, what's a placement fact?" And then he went into that thing he do where he's like, he started getting you to believe like it's really a thing. Yeah. And I was like, "Okay, well, I got to pull the string on that."
Yeah,
and he was like,
no,
like, nah,
I just made that up.
I'm like, what is a placement fact? That sounds like, let me see what because I mean, you hear people say stuff and I'm wondering.
Mr. Edmond is so confident about everything he
Yes,
says.
yes,
right?
yes,
so,
yes.
He can tell you.
That's right.
Like, you can walk
salt to a slug, boy.
Like
ice to an Eskimo.
like you know your car don't work, and then he'll make you think that your car. You'll go in there and try to crank it up. And be like, well,
you know it ain't gonna crank, but he can just
talk you into this.
Trying again.
Like,
try one more time, and then you tried and you trying it because now you thinking that it's actually gonna be different, and you never know.
And then when
but you need people like that.
That's a placement fact.
It really might start. So streaming record. Here, we was talking about the numbers. We was talking about the numbers and Kendrick Lamar. So streaming record. Kendrick Lamar's song "Not Like Us" broke the record for most streams in a 7-day period, reaching over 96 million streams. He said that's a placement fact. Billboard success. Not Like Us debuted at #1 on the Billboard 100. #1 on Billboard 100. That ain't a placement fact. That's a place. With 70.9 million streams, 5 million radio impressions, and 15,000 in sales in the U.S. over 5 days. Surpassed records. The song surpassed previous records held by Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion's WAP, as well as Taylor Swift and Post Malone's Fortnite. Drake feud. The ongoing feud with Drake and Kendrick Lamar is contributing to high streaming numbers and heated discussions among fans. Lamar's song Euphoria climbed from number 11 to number 3 on the Hot 100, with streams increasing from 28 million to 49 million. Additional hits like that, the song Like That, I think that was one that kind of kicked it off, featuring Lamar, rose from number 8 to number 6. And then the other question that I had on the last time we had this conversation, they said interest in Lamar's past albums is also resurging. His 2017 album, Damn, re-entered the top streaming Billboards chart, rising to 36 from 44. So the question that I asked is, are people checking for his music? According to these stats, people are going to
they're gonna
pulling the string on Kendrick
Lamar. And when we talked about it, they're gonna go and look, but are they gonna stay?
We say that,
they'll investigate, but will they become fans
or stands?
Yeah, and I mean, and some of them will convert over, but it's gonna be a large group that probably won't.
It's hard.
It's okay, but it's all right because I mean, it does what it do, and then Did y'all watch the other night? I watched Kevin Hart special. He got the Mark
roast,
Twain.
It wasn't a roast, but
no, not this for him.
The Mark Twain Award. That's because I know Dave Chappelle got that was the first time I had ever heard of it.
It's a comedy award.
Yeah, it's a comedy award.
So Dave Chappelle honored him. Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, they had the Rock, the Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Chris Rock did it. Now, who was like the funniest
out of those who? Yeah.
No, not even that. Was Nick Cannon.
Really?
Nick can't listen.
Oh, because they did the Real Husbands of Hollywood together, right?
Right, but no,
they had the show with like him and other people. Yeah,
but Nick Cannon came in there and was like talking, and then he was like, "Eddie Murphy coming!" Like he
messed him up.
Everybody, look, he came out. He ain't coming. You thought he was gonna come in.
He ain't coming.
Yeah, he messed him up. Yeah. He had to talk about it at the end.
Okay.
And Nick, you.
Yeah. So you did see it?
Yeah, I seen it.
Okay, I didn't.
I'm hanging around.
Is it Netflix? Where is it?
Netflix, and then my homeboy, he was the music director, Adam.
Okay. Shout out to Adam.
Yeah, so
that's what's up.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
I wanted to go back to the Kendrick Lamar beef.
Okay, right on.
I mean, because the reason I want to say this is because the reason I say they're placement facts, because they're good stats and they're good.
You need to coin that.
But the reason they're doing that is because Drake has like ruled the charts and the stats for rap music.
Okay.
And these are great, placement facts.
Okay.
But when you really unpack it, like this man done been on the charts like the whole decade.
Yeah.
Just straight. Album Drake got 900 Billboard spots.
Yeah.
900.
Right.
People can't fathom what that is. That's more than the Beatles, Michael Jackson, and Prince combined.
Yeah.
Like the biggest people you can think. And it's already done.
Yeah.
You get them there, and you're not going to mention that no more because of your placement fact, because you want to place. Because what now? The culture is, I don't know what happened, but they're placing Kendrick on top of us.
You know, the culture.
He's been placed.
I just like Kendrick though.
But the culture.
It wouldn't be hard for me to like say, come on.
But I find it suspicious.
Yeah.
When you haven't been. Well, they have been lifting Kendrick up for a long time. He's been lifted, so I give him that. But it's just something odd. I don't know. Be careful, Kendrick.
Well,
I hear that.
So, okay, here you go. Is people are always rooting for the underdog.
Yeah,
he's definitely the underdog.
So when and in this beat, the only person that really could benefit from this was Kendrick.
It was Kendrick, yeah. Drake should have never got into it.
Kendrick, because Drake
better advisors.
I mean, honestly, Drake had the belt.
Everything to lose, yeah.
Right?
Okay.
He still has it.
He do, but I mean, there's a lot of holes and things that they're poking.
He lost the battle, but he's still winning the war.
He's gonna win the war just because he has put the foundation in so much longer that at this point where Kendrick he's so far, he like black people, we so far
behind.
Yeah,
it's gonna take forever to catch up.
Even though
I agree with that. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like you see,
yeah, on the numbers, but
and I
think
so far behind.
I think that's the you got the. And that's a part of what this beef really is highlighting. It's like that underground culture, hip hop piece, and then you got like this mainstream commercialism, and Drake is like held up as a part of like, okay, he's commercially successful, but then you have like the culture is rocking with this guy. He doesn't have commercial success, but he has a fan base.
But I want to say this.
Of the culture.
Wait, but this is what you show is two people can have exactly what they want, but still want what each other has.
I hear that.
You know what I mean?
I hear that.
Drake is more popular, but he wants the culture.
Yeah,
and then Kendrick
is
got
the
culture,
but he wants the popularity.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this.
So it's a win-win.
But I'm gonna say this. That's a false equivalent because these are the biggest artists of hip hop right now. This is not the underdog. He is less than. He may be have less points. You know how when you go to have a fight and they have points, he up by 3, he up by 2. So Drake might be up more points.
Definition of an underdog.
But no, he's not an underdog. This man is the only rapper to win an Oscar, an Emmy, a Pulitzer, and a goddamn Tony.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? P-Tough. It's a P-Tough. They call it. It's something they call it.
I know what you
when
mean.
you win all those things.
But
and guess who that wasn't Drake.
Yeah, who was
Kendrick?
Okay.
But so they all have great stats,
Yeah.
right?
But he's not underdog.
But yeah, he still is the underdog. He in certain situations
he isn't the favorite. Okay,
so I hear that. Like you can walk in the room and I can have.
Wow, you know what I just thought about, and it might be a false equivalent, but I just thought about stories I heard about Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier, and how, like right now, everybody is celebrating Muhammad Ali, but at the time when it was happening, it was a split. Like it was some people that like wanted Joe Frazier to pulverize Muhammad Ali because they thought he was loud, he obnoxious, he like they wanted people to like shut his mouth. And then you had the people who was like with Muhammad Ali, like, yeah, I like he talking that pro-black. So it was like this split in that culture. You use that fight analogy, you always gonna have people that pick sides, but like at the end of it, now the way that the history books are written, you think everybody was Muhammad Ali fans.
Right.
But the people who were there, and just watching the clips, you see that it was people who was rooting for Joe Frazier. Like,
Muhammad Ali was the underdog.
And Muhammad Ali was more in line with the young people. The youth, he had the youth, and the elders and the older people was like Joe Frazier, like this young man, he up here talking crazy, he's saying all this stuff, he need to calm down, he need to tone it down. So the older, it was like a generational split as well, and it just was interesting. You know what I mean? When you said that, it kind of brought that back to me, like, that's what we're seeing right now. Like they both have their fan bases, and there's cases to be made because both of them are great artists.
They are, and
you know what I'm saying?
And both of them are winning.
Yeah,
both of them. At this end of the day, they're both winning. And so, like when you look at the entertainment industry, you just got to find out what place you want to be in and be comfortable in there. So, regardless, you can make a great living being under. Not so popular.
Yeah, the commercial success. Yeah.
You could be underground and really still make some great money.
Yeah.
And then you could be local and still make some great money. So find out where your lane at, and then
find your place.
Right, and then work it.
Or and if the other part of that is sometimes you got to just create a place and create a space. That's the Beyonce story, right? Like, if she would have stayed in her place, she wouldn't be doing Texas Hold'em and you know this whole.
She a Texas girl.
But I mean, like,
that's her place.
But no, that's why they was mad, because they felt like she was out of her place.
I mean, they ain't saying they don't have rights to their feelings, but the girl is a country girl, born and raised. She probably listens to more country music than anything.
No, I mean,
but that's just our stereotypes we pushing upon her.
I think the context is what
she can be
when you put it in context, and what I'm really trying to highlight.
I'm taking it out of context.
What I'm highlighting is that sometimes you go into places where they're not normally your place,
right?
Per se, even if it is your place. You know what I mean?
And don't be acting funny when we get there.
That's exactly what they did.
Don't be acting funny when we
get there. Funny when they got there.
Like it was your place to be in that meeting, but it wasn't your place.
I heard. I got.
It was your place, but it wasn't your place. Yeah.
I hear you. I unite with that one.
I mean, we go in spots all the time. That's technically they say we don't belong, and then we end up taking it over.
Yeah.
So
that's the truth. That's the truth. So after the break, since we're talking about this, I want to talk about this replacement theory. There's a concept called replacement theory.
They would not replace us?
They will not replace us. And it came up, I was reading an article about two people who were convicted of a domestic terrorism attempt. And they were some white supremacists, and their ideology is called accelerationism. Accelerationism, and they subscribe to this thing called replacement theory. So we're going to talk about that after the break a little bit. We got this Trump trial that ended. Diddy and his apology. We're going to get into that after the break. I got some this day in history, and it's what's on your mind Wednesday. So y'all make sure that y'all tap in. Oh, we also have Ask Kiana here too. So y'all make sure that y'all tap in and tag a friend. We also want to let you know that we need to do this while we got like 60 seconds.
Go ahead.
Aura Productions, man. Aura Production Company. She provides production services, jam behind the cam. She does podcast production, creative consultation, media production, and event coverage. And so if you like to have your podcast recorded, she can help you with concept development, script writing, editing, ideas for brainstorming and refining your content. I mean, she's the bomb, and she does a lot of work for us. And with the New Image Project, Jam Behind the Cam, she's the chief producer, and you can reach her at jamthetech@gmail.com if you have a podcast or something that you need produced.
All right, we'll be back. 7 minutes after our tag a friend, tell a friend.
Yeah.
Is at the forefront of its growth. We explore the incredible enthusiasm which has made it such a success in this part of Scandinavia. You can even study gaming in school.
Denmark's esports revolution. Thursday at 8:30 and 19 GMT.
I knew that I would not.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stop there.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is Kiana.
And I'm one and only Mr. Edmond.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project at the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That.
See That.
And we would like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because
smart is
the new
gangsta, baby.
That is.
I just let him have it.
Yeah, I see how you just kicked it over there. And if you don't know,
now you know.
Now you do.
Yeah. So this is Wednesday.
What's on your mind?
This year is going by so fast. Graduations done already happened. Yep. School is about to be out.
I missed the graduation, man. I missed one, and I feel so bad about it because they sent me you know how they do it. I got a text May 9th about May 17th, and I messed around and didn't put it on my calendar. And it just got here so quick. And then I looked at and I thought about it last night, and I'm like, oh, man, I missed that one.
Yeah, I missed some graduations.
Just a graduation that I was invited to.
I went to
graduation
Atlanta.
Party.
Yeah, I went to Atlanta this weekend.
And so
I had to go, and I missed like some important graduations. Yeah. So I owe some people
I gotta make some calls too, man. But congratulations to the grads and those who really doing their thing, man. Because it's a lot of good stuff happening
as we speak in real time.
So before the break, we was again, it's What's on Your Mind Wednesday. Y'all give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind.
We're talking about the replacement theory.
And accelerationism.
Ask the audience, do you know what the replacement theory is? If you know what it is, write it in the comments. Give us a call. What you know about it? Tell us more, because you might be able to enlighten us, Brother John.
I'm glad you asked. So accelerationism and white supremacy, right? So it was this woman, Mrs. Clendaniel, and then Mr. Russell. They were individuals who conspired to commit acts of domestic terrorism with the goal of hastening societal collapse. Their plan involved targeting multiple electrical substations in Maryland with the intent of disrupting the power supply to the city of Baltimore. By causing widespread chaos and instability, they sought to further their extremist agenda, which is rooted in accelerationism and white supremacy. Their actions were not only intended to inflict harm on civilians, but also to symbolically undermine the foundations of society. So basically, accelerationism is an ideology that advocates for the acceleration of social collapse through disruptive and violent means. Proponents believe that by hastening the breakdown of the current system, they can pave the way for a new social order and structure. That's what Charles Manson was trying to do.
This is the old theory, and I really want to say this because I got to leave. Thank y'all so much for the day. This is my final thoughts. This is really, this is kind of like the Batman and Joker episode of the movie, when they want to hasten the collapse of the world to uplift this new disaster, burn it down so they can
rebuild something new.
But this is going to be their problem. When they burn it down, we're going to build it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be better.
Yeah.
We're going to build back better. Because you know why? The structure of the society that they're hoping collapse, we're the bedrock of.
Okay.
When you want to put it back together, you're not going to be able to do it without us.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the same.
It's like the pyramids.
You can't duplicate it. Man.
You can't do it without us. You know what happened the last time? They killed all the people who know how to build a pyramid. That's why we can't build none.
Yeah.
See?
Wow.
Replacionism.
Replacement.
You would not replace us. Listen, there was just a big march and rally where the people didn't go to jail, and that's what they were saying. You would not replace us. When they were June 6th.
Yeah.
That's what all this is about. So we have to be careful. This is an election coming up.
Yep.
And there are people that are riled up.
Yeah, it really
and they got guns and a whole bunch of bullets.
And that's the point, y'all. So thank you for that, Mr. Edmond. You make it a great day, big brother. We'll see you on Freestyle Friday, bright and early. But yeah, you do have this idea that that's distracting. I'm trying to stay focused.
Go, stay focused.
All right, so replacement theory, also known as the white genocide conspiracy theory or great replacement theory, is a far-right extremist ideology that poses to believe that they believe in the gradual or deliberate replacement of the dominant racial or ethnic group. So basically saying that the white European race will be replaced
you already had your final thoughts.
And non-European populations.
It was all a lie. They lied. They lied to these people. And they really need to address it. They lied to these people. Now these people delusional and want to hurt people.
Yeah.
They was lied to.
So with the theory, there's a fear of demographic change. So it basically propagates the fear of demographic change. Particularly the idea of the declining white population and increasing diversity of society. So DEI programs, which aim to promote diversity and inclusion in workplaces and educational institutions and communities, are often viewed as symbolic of this demographic shift. Opponents of replacement theory may resist or undermine DEI initiatives as a means of resisting the perceived threat to white dominant culture. And that's what you see Ron DeSantis doing. Like, he's really acting on this idea of replacement theory. And so that's why he's like getting rid of a lot of these programs, because they like, okay, well, y'all already had y'all equity and equality movement. Now everybody is the same. Now we good on that.
Right. We gave you a little bit of it, so now figure it out.
Yeah. And what it's doing is further dividing the country, because you have a group of people who believe that, you know, the increasing in diversity is a threat to them.
So, you know, this is not new when you look at it. It's kind of like affirmative action. You know how like they had it and then they went and was like, yeah, you don't need it no more.
And so here's kind of the viewpoint. It's like the people who advocated for affirmative action were the ones who, like, on the side of it saying, like, you need some seasoning in that room.
Right.
But now you got people in the room saying, no, we don't need all of that. Like, we good the way that we are, because if you keep coming, then eventually there'll be no us. And so they have that warped ideology, and it's based upon like birth rates. So they were looking at projections on how white population at the time had like a 0 birth rate. So for every one that was born, somebody died. So there's no real growth, versus other cultures and other races, their population is growing. And so when they extrapolate that out, it's like at a certain point, I think they said 2040 or 2050, white people would no longer be the majority. And it's a segment of the white population that's like losing their mind over that.
I mean, honestly, since you say that, and this is my theory, not everybody else's, but this is why the abortion rights was so important to politicians at this point, is because, again, it affected them, because you see who pushed for it. It was older white men
who was pushing to stop abortion.
Again,
because of their roots in replacement. They're like, we know we need those babies,
right? And
because
so
we need that population increase.
We're having children.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Not even trying.
Right? They're not.
Yeah.
So again, who are you trying to stop to go to the abortion clinic? Not the people who's having them, because clearly we're having them.
Yeah.
It's the people who say, hey, we don't want them.
Yeah.
Kind of. You know what I mean?
It is. So and that's on the ballot too, y'all. Yeah, I hear that loud and clear. But it's really deep, y'all, and it attacks the DEI programs. And all of these tags, again, not to make broad statements, not subscribing to all. They may not be directly linked, but they do reflect like this broader societal tension around issues of race and identity and power. And that recent case kind of brought that to light, because like that was their motive. They were trying to, and I think they was just recently convicted of it. But their goal was to cause these disruptions, attacking power stations, to cause this societal collapse, so that we can have this race war, and all of those types of things.
You know what? When we talk about that, it is, and nobody wins in these. You know what I mean? Like nobody wins when it looks at it. So I mean,
Did you see this thing? There was a teenage rapper who accidentally shot and killed himself while filming a video on social media.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see the video, but I saw the story, and it's just horrible. So he's a young man. I'm trying to open this link, and he was basically. He accidentally shot himself in the head while filming an Instagram video. The video showed the 17-year-old in Suffolk, Virginia. He go by the TikTok name of Rilo Huncho. He was brandishing a gun when the gun accidentally went off. Cops didn't give his real name, of course, because he was a minor. but they was able to find him, and they got pictures of him based upon his social media post. And so they saw the video. They kind of figured that something happened, but then later on, when his parents started posting, they just lost their son. They connected the dots, like when they heard the bang in the video, that he actually did shoot himself. He was holding the pistol, had a green laser on it, and he dancing around in the camera. At one point, he appeared to switch off the gun's safety before pointing it at the side of his head. The sound of the gunshot could be heard as the teen's body was thrown to the side and the camera was dropped. The video was posted, so they still posted the video. Like, I don't get that. And then a day after the video was captured, a person that appeared to be his cousin set up a GoFundMe page for his mom that confirmed that the rapper was dead.
So there's so much that goes through my mind.
Yeah.
And you want to think that it was accidental, but if he took off the safety, then it may not have been.
Yeah.
And you see the way that society reacts to death. You become bigger in death than you are in life.
Yeah, Biggie Smalls, he said you're nobody until somebody kills you.
So just think, I mean, I wouldn't have never known, or you, who this TikTok, who he was. And now we're talking about him. You know what I mean? And the yearn and, just to be famous. You know what I mean? People
that's tough, man.
And just think about it, because if they still posted it, this sound like this was planned. Like,
yeah, because
and I could be
TikToks
wrong.
are not live, right? How does that work?
No, you have to record your TikTok.
So you're recording your TikTok, but if you got the camera on, you're recording a TikTok, and then that broadcast is interrupted. Like, how does it get posted? Like, somebody has to post it.
I don't use TikTok that often, right? Yeah. But I do believe you have to post it because it's an editing thing. Like, you record and then you post.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
So somebody posted this after it happened.
Right.
That is horrible.
And they may have a live thing, but this is why I'm more thinking that this was more intentional than accidental.
Because how did the video actually make it to TikTok? Like, and this actually became a story. Yeah, I hear that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it wasn't like a live video, as far as I know. But
right, and if somebody knows,
we got a comment.
Oh, they say I read that he was live.
Okay.
When he did that.
Okay.
So I
gotcha.
mean,
thank you.
I don't know. So I don't know. But I can look at TikTok right now and see if they have a live.
Okay, gotcha. And it's quite possible because live is going everywhere right now. But yeah, that's a sad situation, man. It's just crazy. When we talk about responsible gun ownership, like if there was ever a poster for irresponsible gun ownership, like that would be one. And I remember a few years back there was a video with two girls, and one of the girls was like playing with the pistol, and it went off, but it like just blew her hair a certain way, and you could see like her in the video, like, oh my God, I could have almost died. You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand like why people play with real guns. They're
never will.
I just don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, I remember one time, long time, like high school, somebody pulled a gun on me, like playing. Like, I left that house so quick. Like, you would think like I was the fastest runner.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like, and
I actually almost got into a fight with somebody who was playing with a gun around me back in the day. Like, we in the car and they playing with, and I'm like, man, like you tripping. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, real deal tripping. Like, come on, what you doing? Like, yeah, I remember an incident, and that may be part of the lack of affinity that I have for guns because of that experience. Because they're like, he real deal waving the gun, playing, pointing it, and I'm like, man, what are you doing?
As you shouldn't.
Like what are you doing? Like, I never was like into that kind of stuff, but. Yeah, it's a sad situation, man. If you got guns, man, be responsible with them. Y'all know the speech. I ain't got to.
Yeah, we got to. But these kids, stay away from them, especially if you're not educated. They're not toys. If you are curious about them, go to somebody who actually know how to educate you on it, because the last thing you want to do is like lose your life.
Yeah.
Because people have moments and think of these stupid ideas, and then once you execute it, there's no going back.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't like come back from
you really
shooting
can't.
yourself on the live video.
Yeah.
Jasmine Crockett and Marjorie Taylor Greene. Have you seen that? That's the bleach blonde, bad built butch body comment.
No.
So these are two U.S. representatives in Congress. One's from Texas, Jasmine Crockett, and then the other one, Marjorie Taylor Greene, is from Georgia. She's a representative from Georgia. They're on a committee together, and they always beefing. And so during this committee hearing, it's Republicans, Democrats, and so black, white, yeah. Jasmine Crockett, Marjorie Taylor Greene. You can determine who's who in that. But during this hearing, Marjorie Taylor Greene, the representative from Georgia, Jasmine Crockett was questioning something about like what does that have to do with why we're here, right? And her response was, maybe your fake eyelashes are interrupting what you're reading. That's what
wait, who said that first?
Marjorie Taylor Greene said that to the black girl, black sister. She said,
so she shot the first.
She shot the first shot.
Okay. Ooh.
She fired the first shot because she what you're talking about is not what we're here for. What are you like? What does that have to do with why we're here? And she said, well, maybe your fake eyelashes are interrupting what you're reading. So it turned into like this whole thing. Representative Ocasio-Cortez, she lost her mind on it. She was like, I'm talking about, it just devolved into like this whole thing.
It went petty.
So she was like, baby girl, but then they voted to try and strike her comments from the record and have her apologize. And she wouldn't apologize, and they didn't vote to remove those comments. So what Jasmine, Representative Crockett, did, she asked, she said, I want to get a point of clarification. So if I made a comment about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, would that be appropriate? And everybody lost their mind. and the chairman of the committee, he was like, a what? He's like, what does that even mean? But it was like this viral clip that just kind of. But she was like, and so if you see these memes and it's like a lot of people that are talking about her comment, and because she had these famous clapbacks, like she really giving it to him. If you get a minute, check her out.
I'm gonna have to.
My wife actually turned me on to her. My wife showed me some clips from her maybe about 2 or 3 months ago, and I was like binge watching some, Jasmine Crockett, because she like Mr. Mays. So you think about Mr. Mays, R.I.P. Mr. Mays, but she's more eloquent. I mean, she's a black woman.
Yeah.
So you think of like a black woman version of Mr. Mays without like Mr. Mays.
Yeah.
But she give it to him, and I love her for it because she's a lawyer, she's an attorney, she's qualified,
and she wait till they shoot first. Ooh, but once you come, I love that.
So Taylor Greene walked over, but she limped back. But yeah, that's been a big story. Have y'all seen that? If you have, put it in the chat. Let us know what you think. But yeah, she has been trending. She actually said she's going to do a clapback classics clothing line or something like that. There he is, the man with the plan. Yes. Shout out to Don J, man.
So Trump, his trial
has ended. Okay. I haven't been following the Trump trial.
I was following, but then I got busy. So wasn't, so I don't really know what kind of happened at the end.
Right.
Again, I think it's stupid.
I just saw that they said it ended without him testifying. He didn't take the stand. And it's probably best that he didn't.
Right. I mean,
for him, it's best for him.
I mean, listen, he says everything he needs to say off air.
Yeah. And that's the thing. He's not supposed to be doing that, right?
He don't care.
Yeah, he just paid a fine.
Yeah. Oh well. Because you got to get it out. Because again, it's gonna. I pay the fine, but look how many people are gonna support me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So he's not really paying the fine. It's donations and contributions.
Because by the time he paid the fine, by the time he paid whatever fine, he has doubled that
campaign contributions
and all that other
people
stuff. So he's
supporting
winning regardless.
And that was another one of the contentious points about what I was talking about earlier was that these representatives, a lot of them went to the trial and stood with Trump and was like standing there. So like our representative here, I think she's District 13, Anna Polina Luna.
Right. It's
she was there, and it was like a whole list of them that went and supported him. And I think Taylor Greene might have been the ones that was there. And that was a part of the tension of the hearing was that they had like congressional business to take care of, but they postponed the hearing for them to go and stand with Trump at this trial. So it was already like a...
Because if it was somebody else that was on trial, and they would not have postponed it,
right?
And you probably would have got fined, in trouble, some type of like
So that was a trip as well. Diddy apologizes, man.
He needs to fight his PR person.
Oh my God! I think he just woke up one morning. I don't think that went. That ain't go through the PR person didn't clear that. They probably had a conversation after that, like, why did you do that? So for those who don't know, Sean Diddy Combs, he apologized after a 2016 hotel surveillance video showed him, they say, allegedly assaulting his girlfriend. I don't know why allegedly is there. It was right there on the video. The footage from a Los Angeles hotel captures Combs chasing Cassie Ventura, grabbing her by her neck, shoving her, kicking her, and dragging her across the floor. In an Instagram video, Combs acknowledged the footage, expressed deep remorse, and detailed his journey through therapy and rehab. Ventura's lawyers criticized Combs' apology as self-serving, noting his previous denials of multiple allegations against him. Ventura had settled a lawsuit in November of 2023, accusing Combs of sex trafficking and assault. The lawsuit detailed a pattern of violent behavior, including an incident in March 2016, where he allegedly assaulted her at a hotel. After attempting to flee, Ventura was advised by hotel security to leave for her safety. The lawsuit also claims that Combs paid $50,000 for the hotel security footage. Ventura's husband also condemned men who abuse women, and he was taken up for his wife as well. But yeah, after the video came out, Diddy did an apology, and it's not being received well.
No, you know what? You know why? One, it looks fake. Let's say that. It doesn't seem sincere. And then he only apologized for the one incident that he got caught for. Honestly, he should have, if I was his PR person.
Yeah.
I would have just told him, just say, hey, listen, I was a monster. I would just come out and just say, at this point.
He kind of did, though.
No. He said no. He said, this incident, I'm disgusted with myself when I did this. And now that
he said he was in a dark place and all of that stuff.
Yeah, but he really just focused on this one. He should have just.
He didn't talk about like holistically.
He should have just, at this point, like, look.
Did he even have to say something? Did he have to respond?
He didn't have. I mean, yeah, he had to.
He had to. It was one of them like you can't just like.
At this point, it's kind of out there. So if you're gonna do it, just like, hey, listen, the power got to my head, the party, all this other stuff, and he could go back to I'm a dark place, right? And then what? Because this is how I would have spent it. Like, honestly,
I think that's that whole right to remain silent thing. Because once you start saying that, that's what's going to be used at the trial to be like, okay, yeah, but you said it yourself that you was, tripping. And so now you got to be accountable for what, like, you can't just say, okay, you know what? I was a bad person back then.
But some stuff is so far back that they cannot.
Yeah, they said that. The limitations.
It's gone. Yeah. So at this point, there's going to be other stuff that's going to be leak out on him, right? So all he got to say is like, listen, I made some bad decisions. And yes, I lied. Who want their skeletons to be out of the closet? Dang. And unless you get caught, so you know what, I'm wrong.
So you think that's why he was apologizing?
And that's how I would apologize. Like, I would have just like, listen, you might see some other stuff that might be true, that might not be true, and then I would have said, that's why I changed my name to Brother Love because I saw the error of my way.
Right.
And
you got to really,
I would
really go in
because he said he's Brother Love now. So you know what, I thought about all the bad, and I thought that I could deal with this privately.
Okay.
But now that it's in the public, it's out here. I did some horrible thing, and I'm working on myself to be a better person. Now that's how I would have did it, and just kept it moving.
Maybe he was trying to do that, but it just wasn't delivered like that.
He should have hired me.
Yeah. Diddy, if you need somebody to help you, boy, you might want to reach out. You might want to.
It's too late now.
It's too late. Yeah, he in too deep. But that's what my daddy used to say though. Once you realize you're in the hole, man, stop digging. And
that's it. Just that's all.
You in a hole, man. Stop digging.
Just say, hey, listen.
Yeah.
You're caught. Like your hand is in a cookie jar.
I do think that I think he was sincere though.
I don't.
I think he and like I think he really hurting, but behind this. Yeah.
You want me to tell you why? So he's really hurting because his pockets is hurting. And let me tell you,
his pride and his ego and his image and all of that.
He's a narcissist,
especially somebody who's big in their image. When this kind of stuff happened to you, it's like a blow.
It is, but he's a narcissist. And let me tell you why. One is he paid $50,000 for a video that he should have destroyed. He kept that as evidence.
Yeah, how did it get out?
Because they raided his house. This is one of the stuff that they got.
This is one of the things that they found.
Right. So listen,
see, I missed that part.
So here you go. You kept the evidence. This was your trophy. And not only did you do that, you taunted this girl.
Yeah.
You go out there, she has left you, and then a narcissist hate to lose, right?
Yep.
So not only did she leave you, she left you for a white man who you employed. Because that was his personal trainer that she's with.
The one who's married to now.
Yes. Think about the person. He don't have as much money as me. He's not in the culture. And how dare you leave him? Yeah. Right. How dare you leave me for somebody else beneath me?
Dang.
And then so now you're taunting her. Thank you, Cassie, for staying with me during my
I remember that speech.
During my darkest time. So yeah, like you're kind of playing in her face.
I remember that.
So you kind of
that was before the lawsuit too, right?
So you're playing,
I remember that speech.
You're playing in her face.
I didn't know all of the details of the history, but I remember I was watching something and he was doing his thank yous and he got some type of like lifetime thing or icon award and I did think that was kind of, I was like, oh, okay, Cassie, I didn't know that, but
Cassie didn't leak that video. So,
my God.
You be saying no, she had a copy, and that's how. No. The raid, and they sent it to CNN. Yeah. Because Cassie hadn't even been saying anything else. Like it was just kind of like
because she got her 30.
She got her 30,000, so her 30 million, and kept it moving. But I mean, listen. At this point,
man. But where did he go from here?
So what they say is once you hit rock bottom, the only place you could go is back up.
Okay.
So it's just going to be how he played. It's going to be a hard road.
A lot of the statutes of limitations is going on some of that stuff too. So I think now that as we just are talking about it, I think what's got to happen is almost like what happened with Bill Cosby. Like they had maybe like that one case that was a month before it was about to expire. And then that's when they filed it. Cause like if they didn't do it when they filed it, they wouldn't have been able to charge him criminally for a lot of the stuff that he did because of statute of limitations. So they slid one in. And I think that's probably the pattern that we're going to see with Diddy is like the stuff, like somebody has to come out with something that's still a chargeable offense and that statute has and then it just can start to unraveling, I think, criminally.
Right. And I mean, the concept that Cassie released it, she could have released it way when she talked about it, when everybody was saying, oh, it's not true and all this other stuff. She could have been released it to show proof.
But she had good advice and good consultation saying don't do that. File a lawsuit.
She wasn't the one who did the leaking.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, Diddy pissed off the wrong person where his money cannot no longer buy loyalty.
Yeah. And
so
and another, side of that pancake is you never know what types of moves he was making, what types of lines he was looking to cross and because he had like Revolt Radio, he had like the liquor brand. And you know what? And I mean he
was actually suing Ciroc.
Okay,
right?
There you go.
And I think that's where we have the problem at there.
So now you start, because a lot of that stuff be tied to business, like just straight up. And so these business deals that you make, the response to those negotiations sometimes is, okay, well, don't worry about it. We just going to demonize you and turn your people on you.
Right.
And nobody will ever want to do business with you again.
Especially on the road where Diddy was kind of going. Yeah. You could see like he gave the rights back to his artists, regardless of why he
motivation,
did.
Yeah.
But he did. He was really talking about the unity of black.
He was doing the Revolt Summits.
Right. And so whenever
because like they had viral moments from like T.I., Candace Owens, and Killer Mike was on. So he was organizing black people to, you know.
And so when I feel like, and he's wrong for what he did,
Absolutely.
But whenever people, when we get to a point where we can really make a difference and we try to use our power for pure good, then they pull out all your demons to pull you back and be like, nah, like you ain't, oh no, we ain't tell you can do that.
And you gotta
like,
be ready for that.
You can't, nah, that ain't what
you're
going
too far. Yeah, you actually trying to have power for real.
Right. And no,
we
you
can have power over those things, but
like you can entertain them. You talking about educate them?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about real unity?
Yeah.
What?
You talking about ownership and real true equity and
what?
Yeah,
That's what. Oh no. We didn't let you be popular for that.
Right.
Like take that. That's what you. So no, we're gonna take that.
Go put on a shiny suit
because he didn't. This stuff is not new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's the same thing that they were saying like about a lot of these. Like they knew with Bill Cosby, they knew with R. Kelly, they knew with Harvey Weinstein, they knew with Jeffrey Epstein. It was just timing and you know circumstances
and you
that brought
the wrong person, and then you find that now they're condemning what happened when if you really felt it was that wrong, you should have stopped it back then.
Yeah, but everybody was riding the wave. Just
you feed the monster until the monster feel like it is outgrown the situation.
Sad.
So that's
You remember growing up? Do you remember the Atlanta child murders? You was probably really young. You behind us a little bit.
Yeah.
So the Atlanta child murders. Look, when I say it, I can hear my wife saying, "I remember that, and I used to be scared." So on May 22nd, 1981, police were staking out a bridge over the Chattahoochee River near Atlanta, Georgia, and they heard a loud splash, and they began chasing Wayne Williams as he attempted to drive away in a station wagon. After questioning him about his involvement in an unprecedented string of child murders in Atlanta over the previous 2 years, he was released and then arrested 1 year later. In a spree that began in July of 1979, 29 black children and young men disappeared or were killed in the Atlanta area. The only clue detectives had to go on was that many of the bodies had the same rare yellow and green nylon fiber on them, which was a part of the investigations. Fast forward on February 27th, the jury found Wayne Williams, he was a black man too, guilty of the murders of one of looks like two people, and he was sentenced to life in prison. They never were able to pin all of the cases on him, but he was sentenced of two of them. After the verdict, police department closed the other 22 cases. So here's the rub. It was 29 cases. I think they convicted him of two of them, but then when they convicted him of those two, they closed like 22 others and basically just put them all on him. And that was like a issue back in the day because people was like, black men ain't serial killers. That was in that kind of time frame.
Right.
And they were saying that Williams was never tried or charged for those crimes. Since that time, some conspiracy theories have advanced the idea that it was members of the KKK, not Wayne Williams, who was responsible for the killings, in hopes of starting a race war. So they're saying that it was like some of these accelerationists that we talked about earlier. Mm-hmm. They said that they believed that they were the ones who were killing these children. Some said that they believed it was police officers or some police, but it was like almost 30 children who died or went missing in the Atlanta area over a period of 2 years. And they blamed it on Wayne Williams.
And
that was this day in history.
So this day in history, I'm going to go with the conspiracy theories. I'm so sorry.
There's a documentary, I think it's on Netflix, where they talk about the case, maybe his trial as well. They talked about, just those different theories. They talked about the evidence that they had against him and what they used.
And there are some really bad black people. Like, let's not.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with KKK on this one, Alex.
I'll buy the conspiracy theory for $200.
Double jeopardy.
Yeah. Putting your money on the conspiracy theory.
Yeah, I really am.
Yeah. But if y'all remember that, put it in the chat. How was that impact? Because I remember
I wasn't born yet.
Yeah. It was 79 to 81. So I
was
yes.
I had just got here.
Yeah. And I was real young, but I remember it being like on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
And they was talking about like the Atlanta child murders, and then it was like they would keep finding these bodies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like everybody was just like scared to death of, like that's when like stranger danger, like that that was a message that we used to get, like don't talk to strangers, don't take candy from strangers, like they used to say that stuff, and it was like a real big deal. But I don't know what happened to that movement. Like they used to have the missing children on the milk boxes, and like we used to real deal like fear,
social
being
media,
taken and
social
abducted.
media.
Yeah. It started before social media, though.
I mean, you start getting the alerts.
Yeah.
On it's just
because it's still like a lot of missing black children and missing, just missing people in general. But like, there's movements right now that address this lack of attention that, black children get when they go missing versus like Amber Alerts and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And this was like some of the things that were happening in that time frame where children were going missing, they were being found dead.
Mm-hmm.
And so this campaign to like not talk to strangers, stranger danger, all of that kind of stuff was like a big message when we were growing up.
A lot of stuff went away. You had DARE.
Yeah. Just Say No campaigns.
So there's a lot of stuff. I mean, times change.
HIV campaigns, like a lot of that stuff. The HIV AIDS used to be big.
It really, so the narrative of HIV has changed so much because I'm giving out HIV tests. I do this.
And just real quick, it's What's on Your Mind Wednesday, y'all. So we just kind of, doing that. Yeah, we doing that.
So I give out these HIV tests. So if you need any, they're completely free. Hit me up. You find out your results in 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
And also we have gift cards that we give out.
Right on.
$10 to either Wawa's or Walmart.
Yeah.
So I mean they come in handy. But we actually just had a meeting.
Okay.
And what we're looking at is PrEP.
Mm-hmm.
Usually
that's the drug that you can take to help like
prevent you from to prevent you from actually getting HIV.
Yeah.
But we were talking, the stigma on it is that people think it's just for gays.
Yeah. People still thinking it, huh?
Yeah, they really do. And I mean, and we were talking about that, and I'll throw this at, because as a heterosexual woman, if I saw a heterosexual man that had PrEP in there, you would then question their sexuality.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because in our era, HIV was focused on you getting it because you were gay, undercover, download, all of that other stuff. Right. So now people are not, they see in the stats that
that's not the case.
And they see in the stats that white men, Latino men will go get PrEP faster than black men.
That's
when you're looking at it. Now they do have,
because a lot of time they have to find us.
Right.
like we don't even know, like we got an idea that something wrong, but we ain't really going to get checked out like
and
that.
And they have like an ending PrEP. I might be saying it wrong, so if y'all know how to say it properly. And it's kind of like a plan B.
Okay.
So like if you have an oops, you can get the ending PrEP, which is a 28 series of pills that you take for 28 days that will prevent it if
the person that you were engaged with.
Or possibly. So like the plan B, if you have a night and you want to pre-stop unplanned pregnancy, you would take the plan B so that hopefully you can stop it before it gets there. So the ending PrEP is basically the same thing. And a lot of people don't know about it.
Right.
But I will see. I think more people would take that than the PrEP, unfortunately.
I hear that. God, dog, I'm just so grateful that I kind of figured it out early. Because it's hard out there, boy.
It really is, because people are so,
I mean, from the way I think about it, it might not be. People might be living their life, doing their thing, wrap it up, taking prep.
It could be, but
one night stands, whatever, playing, like people navigating the space. But me, as somebody just looking at like what's going on, it's like, man, I'm so glad I'm not.
You're not a part of that.
Like have to navigate that. You know what I mean? Like have to navigate being single, trying to navigate like just all of the stuff that go with it. Like at this age, because people got like, oh,
but you'll be surprised at this age, people are still playing. And
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're really still out here playing. And this is why I give out HIV tests just in case,
true. Because if you playing, it's like, okay, play safely. Here's a way that you can do it.
Right.
And you may not think you need it until you have it. And then you're in a situation where you're like, oh, you know what? I got this thing that I got from the first Friday in the car. Let me go do it.
Or even educate your children about it. If your children at this point are sexually active, and they're at the age and that's a hard conversation, right? But when you get,
I got all girls. When you say that, I get triggered, right?
Right. But this is a conversation that you want to have with them, because it's but to make sure that, like, listen, when you're introducing yourself to a new partner, a lot of people miss that conversation and don't want to have that conversation about what's your status. And I tell people all the time, even couples, because they be like, oh, we've been together for a long time. Did y'all get tested prior?
Did y'all ever?
Because you just assume that, but stuff stay dormant. You might have didn't know. You know what I mean? So take the time, take these tests, know your stats, and then live your life. That's right. So
now I hear that loud and clear, because I mean you gotta protect yourself at all times, man.
You say not playing. No, they playing out here.
They real deal playing.
They out here.
They out here. And like bold and don't care. Like the discretion is gone. That's what I'm saying. Like just I can't imagine trying to navigate like this time.
This dating pool is horrible.
Oh my God.
There's some good people out there, but okay.
Yeah, I hear that. You want to do Ask Kiana?
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's run it. We got like 10 minutes?
We got 10 minutes, y'all. And just so that you know, you're listening to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. One of the longest running programs in the New Image Project and in the Tampa Bay area on 99.1 FM, 99 Jams to Berg. And we do rely on the support of listeners like you to help us keep the shows that you love on the radio, to keep the lights on and keep the doors open. And so if you'd like to donate or contribute, if you'd like to be a show sponsor, if you'd like to underwrite a program, or if you'd like to promote your business, anything that you want to do to get the word out, you can do that. Reach out to us, y'all. Hit us up and go to the website, 99jamstoberg.com. Contact us so that you can be on the radio. Ask Kiana, seeking guidance on addressing a communication issue. Okay. Dear Kiana, I hope this message finds you well. I'm reaching out to seek your guidance on a matter that has been weighing on my mind. I'm currently facing a challenge with a colleague, but I'm uncertain about the best approach to address it due to the individual's lack of communication skills and our history of negative interactions when trying to resolve simple differences. In the past, my attempts to discuss and resolve issues with this person have often led to misunderstanding and further conflicts rather than productive outcomes. This has left me feeling hesitant and unsure about how to bring up the current problem without exacerbating the situation. This is somebody smart. They're using big words. Given your experience and insight, I would greatly appreciate any advice you could offer on how to navigate this delicate situation. They're not talking about the delicate situation, though. I'm looking for strategies on how to initiate a constructive conversation without them becoming triggered or defensive. How can I communicate my concerns clearly and effectively, considering their communication style? And how can I foster a more positive and collaborative interaction moving forward? I value your perspective and would greatly appreciate any tips or techniques you can share. It would mean a lot to me as I strive to improve our working relationship and address issues amicably. Thank you for your consideration.
So I will say this. You ever heard a saying, it's not about the message, it can be the messenger.
Okay.
And maybe you're not the messenger to send it.
Okay.
When people are already on guard and and they think that what you're gonna say is gonna be attacking, so they already have their guard up.
Okay.
And you're not going to be able to penetrate their walls because they already had their glasses on how they see things when it comes to you.
Okay.
I would say at this point, you would need to probably bring somebody else in and explain to them, like you just explained in this letter, what your intent is and if they could help you relay your message.
Okay.
Because you want to bring somebody in that this person respects and is willing to listen to and maybe see it in a different perspective.
Okay. Yeah.
You don't have to be the person that do it to get it done. So bringing in a mediator, I would say, and let them kind of relay what you're trying to say, and then vice versa.
Okay.
And then
so,
you
like listening to them as well. Yeah.
And then after that, if there's a common ground, then y'all can talk when somebody else can then relay the message.
I hear that though.
So
because sometimes it's you're right. It's the messenger. It's past experiences that because you did mention in the letter how you've had past interactions that didn't go well, and you always think that you're doing it right.
And you may not, and I mean, and in your mind,
you think it's them, but it might be your delivery. It might be the way that you presented the information.
And it could have been your delivery in the past. And you may have changed it, but all they see is what they know.
Here you go again.
And here you go. You always got some negative to say. And even though you're not saying that, but that's what they see you as. So you have to bring somebody else in that can relay the message. That will be my suggestion.
I hear that.
If you're really serious about making a better relationship here. And then y'all can then come together and talk. But somebody else has to be the speaking piece for you.
Okay. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that loud and clear. And I think that's like a common issue, right? With people just not knowing how to, confront people. And confrontation has a negative connotation a lot of times. But like you can't really correct a situation that you're not willing to confront or face, right? Like you can't overcome a difficulty that you're not willing to face. You have to face the difficulty. And once you face the difficulty, you can overcome it. Like you can't run from it. You can't avoid it.
But you can't. And sometimes you're not the one that needs to confront. So like even in parenting, like I know sometimes I can have the best advice for my child.
Yeah.
She don't want to hear it from me.
Yeah.
I
can hear it from somebody else.
You know what? Because it just sounds better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I said the same thing.
We talked about that on Monday. Yeah.
Right. It just sounds better when it comes from somebody else. So parenting and communication is a team sport.
It is. It takes two to
No. So really sometimes you don't have to and sometimes you don't, and even though you have two parents, you have grandparents, you have aunts, you have uncles and all this other stuff. So when you look at even a business, you have colleagues, you have other people, you have managers, you have HR, you have a lot of other people that you could go to have this conversation, because again, it's not a comfortable work environment. So
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for that, and thank you for the letter. We appreciate that. So I mentioned it earlier that we had some announcements and some things that we wanted to share, and so we'll do that in the last few minutes that we have. So June 8th, there's a Healthy Food Action Plan review meeting that will be held, and so remember a few months back we were talking about the info sessions around the Healthy Food Action Plan. We talked about all those meetings that they were having, different times that they was having them, all of the schedule, and he was like, "Well, how can they supposed?" Well, they've gotten to the stage where they have a draft of the plan. They had, I think the report that I got was they got like 180 people to respond to surveys and provide information. So now the plan has been drafted. There will be a plan review session, a few of them, and so it'll be June 8th. And there's two of them and this is at Childs Park. The first one will be in the morning at 10 o'clock from 10 to 11. And then there'll be a second one on the same day from 4 to 5. And then on June 13th, there'll be another Healthy Action Plan review meeting that will be held at Enoch Davis Center at 6 p.m. And when I get the flyer and the promo, we'll put that on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club page. But I think it's very important for us to continue to be engaged with this process. I think that survey number that they got, the 180, while it's not ideal, I think is better than a lot of these inputs and surveys that have been done because of the way that they've been doing outreach. They've been doing some real assertive and aggressive outreach to address this issue. And I just wanted to give them a shout out to the organizers and the city staff and the team who've been working on it. So June 8th is the first one. It's the Healthy Food Action Plan Review. There's one at 10 o'clock at Childs Park, and then another one that same day at 4 p.m. And then on June 11th, Maurice Scott, shout out to Maurice Scott. We actually going to bring him in, and I'm planning on doing a lakeside chat with him as well.
Okay.
But he's doing 5 keys to end gun violence at Childs Park as well. And I got all of this last night at the Childs Park Neighborhood Association meeting, so I'm passing it along. So June 11th, the 5 keys to end gun violence at Childs Park. It'll be at 5 p.m. and we're asking you to come out and bring youth. And the thing that I always say when we're talking about reaching out to the youth is the youth is not like some mystery, ethereal beings that you have to try and summon with the magical powers of youth attraction. Like, look at your family.
Right.
Look at your
start right here. Start at your front door.
Like, I got a grandson and he has 2 or 3 friends, right? So him plus 3 friends, that's 4 youth right there. And it's a lot of us that are like that, where you have a sister that got a son that needs somebody to talk to, right? Or she needs somebody to help her with him. Reach out to her, reach out to him, and start like looking within your warm circles for these youth, because there's a lot of youth that are right around us that could use this support. And I think sometimes we overlook the help that they need. And if they're not responding to you as the credible messenger, say, hey, man, can you come over here and talk to my nephew? Can you talk to my son? Can you talk to my grandson? And get that community support and bring them along, because we really want to be creative and innovative in how we get the youth to come out and participate in these programs. And again, you talking about the youth, like, oh, where are the youth? Like they're here. They're in your family, right? They're here. They're here.
They're definitely here.
And so practice your pitch on your grandson, or practice your pitch on that youth thing that you want to do. Start with the youth that are in your immediate area, in your immediate circle, and then grow it from there. Talk to them. That's what I do, and that's how I learn a lot about what's happening with the youth. Is I talk to the youth that are in my circle. That's how I learn the lingo. That's how I learn what they're talking about. TikTok. I learn what the trends is. I learn about Lucas and somebody on YouTube. Like you learn about these different things by having real conversations with the youth. And so that'll be June 11th. 5 keys to end gun violence at Childs Park at 5 p.m. So yeah, check it out.
All right. So listen, be the change you want to be.
Okay.
Or see.
It's that time already.
Yeah, it is. It's over with. Right now, those 5 things. It's a lot of stuff that's going to be going on this weekend. Stay safe. We'll be back on Friday.
The summer is going to be
lit. I'm excited about this summer series that we're having. Yes. We're going to be talking about increase the peace, mental health throughout this. We're bringing great concerts.
We bringing Friday Night Done Right back too, y'all. Stay tuned for that.
There you go. So if you're looking for something positive to do, or you want to be involved in anything we have going on, inbox us.
Reach out,
inbox Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, inbox Kiana. If you have my number, give me a call.
Yep.
We're looking for all volunteers, ideas, because we really want this to be a safe and healthy summer for St. Pete, with some great stuff that they can go back and we're making great memories. So I'm going to say stay tuned.
Yeah. Sister Hughes, make you lose your shoes and shout all around the house.
All right.
Thank y'all for tuning in, man. This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this has been Kiana.
And we out.
Boom, 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 boom.
100% tariff on Chinese cars is a bad idea. She's also author of A Planet to Win and Overheated. That does it for our show. Gems, I'm Amy Goodman with Juan Gonzalez. Thanks so much for joining us.
Gospel lovers, are you ready for some church? The Angels Gospel Show